Stuffed is a procedurally generated first-person shooter developed by Waving Bear Studio and published by The Game Publisher, who was also kind enough to grant me a review key for the game. The game was originally released onto Steam Early Access in 2021. It's about $13 and is currently discounted around $7 on the PC. I played the game on Xbox Series X and Steam. The game takes place in the dreams, or rather nightmares, of a little girl. You play her teddy bear, and your goal is to defend her from all of the scary monsters that go bump in the night. Those monsters include garden gnomes, rubber duckies with teeth, robots, and those creepy people-shaped phantoms. You can equip up to 2 weapons. They are really adorable and look like that kind of DIY craft project that a young whippersnapper would come up with. As each night starts, the monsters will try to get you. Shoot them and get points. Use points to buy new weapons and to open up doors that extend the size of the map, allowing you to find better weapons. There's also a repair table that will give you one of 3 upgrades when you shoot enough stuff to level up. Blue portals allow you to teleport around the map, and red portals are where the enemies spawn. Most of the enemies will hobble around and attack you in clumps, but some of them will go for the giant door that says Ellie on it. This door has a health bar. If the door goes down, so do you. There are 10 waves per map. Each wave gets harder until the 10th one, which is full of hard mini shadows. Then you are moved to another map, and the game continues until you get tired or you die and start over. The Xbox version is about the same, but the controls are a bit wonky and there isn't any multiplayer at the moment. I find the game delightful and creative, at least on the surface. The music does a great job of capturing a creepy and unsettling atmosphere. It's fun to shoot hordes of enemies and watch the damage numbers pop up, especially when blowing up a large group with an explosive popcorn bag. Since the controller can be questionable and a bit floaty, I recommend playing this on Steam with keyboard and mouse. The general look and feel of the game is great, but in execution, it's a different story. When I start up the game on Steam, the sound doesn't always work, and I have to go into the options menu and fiddle around to get the sound to start up. You can also soft lock the tutorial, so there's that. The guns are pretty underpowered, at least the lower end starting ones. They don't have a lot of ammo, they reload really slow, and have small clips. I'm sure the developers made things this way to make you feel a bit overwhelmed, but having to reload all the time while you're constantly swarmed is not fun. The door that you have to protect has low health, and it doesn't take long for an overzealous group of small enemies or one large phantom to take the door down. The large phantoms are really tanky, and a lot of times the hit detection is not very good, so you will end up firing at the big guy, but you aren't doing enough damage and you can't hit it consistently. Then while you are focusing on that, you forget about the other enemies and have to deal with them. Then you have to reload and run out of ammo, and the weak door gets destroyed while you're trying to find some more. It's a bit overwhelming, and even though I'm not great at the game, it still feels like the game is overly unfair and cheap. Which makes me feel bad because the game looks like it would be so much fun if it was just a tiny bit easier and a little bit more enjoyable. Maybe add a hard mode for some difficulty and an easy mode or normal mode for those of us who just want to have some fun. It seems like the game was also tuned a bit high for multiplayer, but I wasn't able to find anyone to match with. So the multiplayer is pretty much already dead, which is a shame. I would have liked to try it with friends. Overall, the game feels incomplete even for early access. It's not balanced properly, and there are some serious hit detection problems. Guns don't do enough damage. I mean, I've never seen anyone get past a night in the videos, so it's pretty tough. I don't even know if it has a story beyond the basic premise. Apparently there was someone who got to the end of the 10th wave only to have the game crash during the cutscene. It's stuff like this that drives me crazy. Stuffed is a game that has so much potential, yet it feels like it's on its last legs. As a fun diversion, the game functions fine for a quick playthrough, but any extended time with the game just feels wasted. If you want to give it a shot, it's discounted right now. The premise and theme is great and will suck you in, but you may be let down a bit by the execution. I give Stuffed 2 brown boxes with red swirly nightmare portals in them out of 5. This is Dan T of Twisted Banana Productions, and I may be returning this stuffed toy back to the bin where I got it.